Hello everyone, let's start this blog with the new installation of the lab environment. So I'm searching for Microsoft Evaluation Lab, then I get these search results and I click on that link and I'll be downloading this lab setup. This is the guide which you can go through. It will give you some information. This lab environment has Windows 11 Enterprise, which will be the version 22H2, Microsoft Configuration Manager version 2211, and the servers will be 2022. So it has some license for the Microsoft 365 also, so you can also use these. So you can go through this blog, it will give you information. And let's start the download. So I click on download, it asks me download the lab environment, and the download starts. So the file size is 17.5 GB. Depending upon your internet connection, it will take some time. So I'll pause the video. Once it is downloaded, I'll make a new video with installation. Hi, I'm back. So my setup got downloaded for the new lab. I'll go to the download folder and I will move it to the drive where I want to expand this folder, and then installation will start. So this is my drive where I installed my old lab. It's a D drive. So I'm pasting the new lab setup. Then I will unzip it, and once I start, it will extract the data on this drive only. I will extract the data. By the time it is extracting, I will delete my old lab. I will delete the external switch also, which actually all the switches which I and the lab created, the external switch I created. So I will remove it. This was also created by the lab. I will remove it. This one also. Default was there, so I'll not remove the default one. It will take some time to remove. Actually, I deleted the switch, so it disconnects the remote for a while. Okay, so switches are now deleted. There is only one switch, which is a default one. Once the extract is complete, I will start the installation. I can also delete old lab data. So after I extract, my new lab will also look like this. This is the old lab. So I will delete it. Old lab is gone. New one is extracting. Once this is complete, I will start the installation and I will resume the video from there. Before I start the installation or preparation of my lab, I will create one external switch This is the this is one of the prereq before you start the installation. Kindly create one external switch. You can name it as external. Just the settings will be the same. Click OK. So this is done. And if you do not have the Hyper-V, you have to enable this role from control panel features. You have to enable the Hyper-V, and only Pro Windows 10 Pro versions have Hyper-V Manager. If you have the home version, you cannot install the Hyper-V. Then you can use other softwares like you can install VMware, or you can use other virtualization softwares. But this is from the Windows features. Also, you need a drive with at least 300 GB of space and a good hardware. Like you should have SSDs and around 16 to 32 GB of RAM and a good processor. Then only this lab will work fine. Otherwise, machines will be very slow. So that was some prereqs. Now let's start the installation. I click on setup. This will give you this PC at risk dialog box. You can click on run anyway. There's no harm, and it's starting now. It says it will take 20 minutes. That is based upon your PC. If your PC have a decent configuration, then it might take from 1 hour to 30 minutes. It found my external switch connectivity, which is okay. I click on next, and it says no, lab is ready to be provisioned. It will take approximately 20 minutes. Okay, I click on next, and then it start extracting. So it will take some time. Once it is completed, I will resume the video. Then we will check a lab, how it is working. So lab provision was completed. It says your lab is now ready. I click on next, and as you can see inside the folder, extraction is done. Let's open the Hyper-V and see how it looks like. I got DC, I got client machines, they are already running, but due to some issue I cannot see my configuration manager, maybe due to the RAM, because all the machines are already started and they occupied all the resources of my host machine. That's why. So I have to manually import my configuration manager VM. It's there, I can see it's there, it's created, it's there in the inside the folder, but it wasn't create the VM was not created. So these machines are getting prepared. So I will not stop them, because if I stop them right now, they will get corrupted. As you can see, let me show you one of the VM. They are getting prepared now. Connect to one of the VM. So as you can see, I cannot stop them right now. So once these are prepared, I will import my configuration manager VM manually. I will show you how to do it. If you have the same issue, you can also do it, the same steps, and then we will check how it works. And as I can see, my configuration manager client machine is still not visible. So I will import it manually, because in the folder it was created, but maybe due to insufficient resources, it was not added to Hyper-V. So I will go to my D drive, and this is the folder where my lab got extracted. This is configuration manager 1. It's the VM. I selected, click on next, nothing to be changed. I will reduce the cores because it can take up to 4 cores because my host machine has only 4. Same with this. And then next, I click on finish, and it is added. I will start the domain controller so that I can log in. Started. Then I'll start my configuration manager. Let's first check the RAM of this machine. It is 16. Okay, as of now, we'll take 16, but you can change it if you want. Start the VM. I'll connect to it. It's starting, asking for the resolution. Okay. All these VMs have the default password, which is same for all the VMs. I hope it will work fine. This is the first time I'm logging into the lab. That is why it is a little bit slow. By the time it is loading, let me show you the password. So this is the password for all the VMs in this lab. For information, you can go to the guide. Let's open the configuration manager console. Let's check the database service, if it is running or not. First time it will take uh, time to load. It is running. My console is open. Let's see the components. Components are there. Management point is critical. It will be fixed. That's okay. So that's it. My lab setup is complete. My console is open. Rest is the configuration. You can go ahead, test your VMs, deploy softwares, deploy software patches, and play with your lab environment. Thank you. I take your leave now. If you have any queries regarding the lab, you can share in the comment section. Thanks a lot. Kindly watch.